Boy, do I have a customer service related story to tell you guys today. This is something I've been sitting on for the last couple of months, and it's a video I've been wanting to do, but I decided today was the day. This is going to revolve around Amazon customer service. You are definitely going to want to stick around for this review. All right. I don't know how many of you are familiar with what this is, but this is an Amazon Fire Stick. This is the third generation Fire Stick. I bought one of these devices, I want to say it was about 4 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago. Well, it was actually back in May, so it's been a little longer than that. But it was back in May. This was right after HBO Max got released. We have been exclusively a Roku household for quite a while. We have Rokus in every room of the house, and they've been great. Never had an issue with them. They connect, the menus work smoothly, everything is good. But then HBO Max came out, and HBO Max was not available on very many devices. You had them on game systems, which we do have some, so I could watch it in a few places, but it's not available on Roku. And the only other way you could watch it is if you had a Chromecast, which I tried when they first came out and hated the thing. And then you can get it on Amazon, or not Amazon, but you can get it on Apple TV. So I'm obviously not going to buy those because I've already been invested on all the houses, on all the TVs in the house. So I decided to go the route of the Amazon Fire Stick because I did some research online and found out that even though HBO Max was not available on the Fire Stick, you could sideload it. So that's what I did. I got an Amazon Fire Stick and I got it from Best Buy. I hooked it in, got it all set up, got the app side loaded. Everything was working okay. But I noticed when I was using it that the menu would lag. I'd try to select something and it wouldn't move. And then all of a sudden it would jump forward and go even further than how many presses I had done, which made it very annoying to use when I had this thing hooked up. Now, luckily, I was only using this at night when we were going to sleep. It was just not used all day long. So just at night. And it got to the point where I got very annoyed with the way the menu would work. And then when it would load up, a video would start and there would be audio, but no video. And I'm like, what the heck is going on with this? So I went over and I kind of picked up the device and noticed it was burning hot. It was very hot, extremely hot. So I had to put it down. And I did some research online and found out they want you to connect it with this little thing here. So I did, and it made no difference. This thing remained hot. I had to unplug it every morning to make sure that it would not burn my house down. And I just decided maybe this is the way they're built. I'll deal with this. And I did for, I think it was 3 months or so. And then I saw an ad on Facebook. So I started engaging in the ads for the Amazon Fire Stick, and I told people, you want to avoid these devices. I said, go get a Roku. The Amazon devices are junk. They don't work properly. I had family members and other people chime in and say, we don't have any issues with ours. So I thought, okay, maybe it's an issue with just mine. So after I saw the ad, I called up, there was a thing there, and I said I was having issues. They said, reach out to customer service. They will help you. So I did. I reached out to customer service that day. And they told me, oh, you are 1 day out of warranty. We can't do anything for you. We will give you a 15% discount on a new one. I said, what? Did you really just offer me that? I said, what in the world would make you think I would purchase another device when I had a terrible time with this one? I said, that's crazy. I said, I want a new device. They said, we can't do that. They kept going back to that. You are 1 day out of warranty. They said, the only option is for you to reset the entire device and then reload everything. And I was like, I really don't want to do that because I spent a lot of time getting all the apps that we do have and all the passwords and everything set up to begin with. It's like almost setting up a new Windows computer each time you get a device like this. So I said, I really don't want to do that. They said, well, that's your only option, is to do a factory reset and see if that fixes your problem. Otherwise, you're just going to have to buy a new one. So I was like, whatever. I just let it go. I said, I'll deal with it. I will eventually, HBO Max will be on Roku. I'll just deal with it. Not a big deal. I just will never buy another Amazon device again. Well, then within several weeks, I started seeing more and more ads for the Amazon Fire Stick on my Facebook page. And every time I would chime in. And then I got to the stage where I was just about to start my channel. This was about 6 weeks ago. And I figured, hey, you know what? I'm going to do a video and do a review on the Amazon Fire Stick. And I'm going to show people the problems I'm having. And I have some of those videos, and I may insert it into this video here, so you guys can see some of the issues with the menu and everything. So I decided to chime in one more time. This was probably about a month or so after I had initially talked to them and I was out of warranty. So I responded again. I said, you know what? I said, you know, these devices are crap. I'm going to be doing a video on my YouTube page for everybody to see. And that's when Amazon said, no, hold up. We'll help you. Please reach out to customer service and we will get you taken care of. So this is where things get crazy. So that night I did call customer service and I got the exact same spiel from the guy that, yeah, we'll give you a 15% off of a new one. That's all we can offer you because you are definitely way out of warranty now. And I said, wait, when this all started, I was only 1 day out of warranty. They just told me to reach out to you guys and that you guys would take care of me. So the guy kept telling me, no, I can't do anything. I can give you a 15% discount on another one. I got upset. He goes, you know, the only option is for you to go and reset the device. He goes, there's a new update for it, and I guarantee you that this new update will take care of your problems. So I'm like, oh, man. All right. I said, hold on. I'll go take care of it. So I'm out there resetting the device, and I came back, talked to him once. I said, it's taking a minute. I'm resetting it. I'll be back. So I finally get it reset and booted up, and I come back, and the guy is off the phone. He hung up on me. When he hung up on me, I actually went back out there, and I set up the Amazon Fire Stick. I figured I'll set it up and see if it fixes my issues. If it fixes my issues, there's no reason I need to talk to them again. So I got it all set back up, and it was worse than the time before. I couldn't use the menu at all. It would completely hang up. I've got video of all of this. And I'd actually get a red thermometer that would pop up on the whole screen and it would overheat. And then the screen would go green with these lines on it. And then it would shut off and reboot. And then it would go through the same thing. And then the thermometer would pop up and it would shut off and reboot. And I'm like, holy crap, this thing is completely unusable now. So I called up Amazon and I talked to another individual, and they wanted to know everything I was going through. And I said, oh my gosh, I got to tell you guys this whole story again. I said, yeah, I went through the whole thing of what happened. They sent me there. They said, okay, we'll take care of you. And this girl said, we'll get this situated for you. We'll let you know what's going on. And I said, great. And then I got hung up on again. She gets off the phone to go talk to somebody, and they hung up on me again. I was like, what the heck? So I called back again, and I was really upset. And I said, look, I've been bumped around. I've been told to call multiple times. This is getting to be ridiculous. So she said, sir, let me pull up. We'll talk about this. And she said, yep, I can see here that you've called in multiple times. This should have been taken care of the very first time you called. She goes, I'm going to get you a new device. And I said, great. She said, this is just going to take me a minute because this is outside the warranty, so I'm going to have to talk to a couple people. We'll get it taken care of. She goes, I'm going to place you on hold if that's okay. I said, great. That's no problem at all. So she placed me on hold. I was on hold for like 10 minutes. She finally comes back and said, sir, I'm still working on it. We are going to get it replaced. Don't worry about it. Just hang tight. So she put me on hold again and then hung up on me. I could not freaking believe it. Now, a lot of people at this stage are probably thinking, just give up. It's a $30 device. Just go buy another one. That's not me. Anybody who knows me knows that is not me. I'm the guy that will call in to help people talk to customer service. I don't take crap from companies. I don't take crap from any of these people. You know, if they're selling me something, I better get what I paid for. And so I called back one more time, and this guy answered and said, tell me what your issue is. He goes, I need you to walk me through everything that's happened. I said, no. I said, that is not happening. I said, you guys have logs. You probably record the calls. You can see everything that has been done through all of my communication and talking to everybody. I said, I'm done talking to you guys. I said, I want my Amazon Fire Stick replaced, period. Get it done. Sir, I can't do that. He said, let me pull up your account. He said, I see that they have started a process for you, so you're just going to have to wait 72 hours and we'll email you and get back to you. So 72 hour, I got off, and first of all, I was really upset. I'm like, this is getting ridiculous. You know, they tell me they're going to replace it. Now they tell me there's a waiting period. What the heck is going on? So I wait the 72 hours and I don't hear from anybody. So I finally get a hold of somebody and they said, well, we've been trying to reach out to you, but we're not getting any response. And sure enough, I looked in email and I don't know how I missed it, but it was further down the line that they were trying to get a hold of me after the 72 hours. So I called them up and the guy said, before we can send you a new one, we need to do a couple of things to find out if this is, basically he was telling me, we need to find out if this is your problem or our problem. He goes, I need you to go over and I need you to take a picture of where the Amazon Fire Stick is sitting. I need you to take a picture of the power cable. And I also need you to take out the power brick and put it where the prongs are and take a picture of the writing and everything that's underneath. So I did all of that and I sent it in. And then I got an email where he called me up and said, I'd like to get permission to access the logs. I was like, access what logs? He goes, well, every device has logs. You have to give me permission. I legally can't go into the logs unless you tell me that, unless you give me permission. And I said, yeah, sure. If this is going to help figure out what the heck's going on, you're more than likely to go pull up the logs. I said, the only thing I've done is side load a couple of apps like Voodoo and the Amazon, not the Amazon, but the HBO Max app. I said, that's the only thing I've done with it. So yeah, you guys are more than welcome to look at the logs. So that's when he called me a little later, said, yeah, we're going to replace the device. So there was something seriously wrong with the device that I got. It got so freaking hot. It was ridiculous. Now, it doesn't end there. He said, yeah, we're going to replace the device. He says, we'll send you another one. But he said, I'm going to need the other one back within 30 days. You're going to get charged for both devices. So he sent me an RNA or something like that, a thing, so I could go ship it back through UPS. And he said, I got an email the next day that said, your Amazon Fire Stick, it was the second week in October when this all happened. And he said, you will have another one. The email said, it'll get shipped to you. It'll be there by November 2nd or 3rd. I was like, what? Why in the world would it take 2 weeks when I can go down and buy one today? And he said, it has to be returned by the 14th. I think that was the date because that's when I called. So it has to be returned by the 14th of November or you will get charged for both. So I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. And they finally sent me the confirmation that it's been shipped. And I was really upset because I'm paying for apps I can't use. And I emailed them and I said, this is really unacceptable. Everything that I've gone through, this is not okay. And I said, there's no reason why I should have to wait 2 to 3 weeks to get a replacement. I haven't been able to use this. I've had this thing since May and I can't use it. It's been a holy living nightmare dealing with you guys, dealing with the device itself. And I said, this is just unacceptable. So he got an email back and he said, I'll give you a $30 credit to your Amazon account in addition to the item that, you know, the new Amazon Fire Stick we're sending you to replace the old one. I was like, all right. Then I saw that they had the 4K Amazon Fire Stick on sale for only $30. So I decided to go order it. And I didn't have the $30 in my account. This was several days later. And I'm like, here we go. More issues with what they promised. So I had to text the guy. Well, before I texted or send him an email right before that day, I ended up getting 2 packages in the mail. They sent me 2 new Fire Sticks. So I had to email them. I figured they'd just say, keep it. And I'm not that kind of person. Like, I'm honest. So I emailed them and said, look, you guys sent me 2 Amazon Fire Sticks and I just ordered a 4K one. Or I said the $30 is not in my account. So he said, all right, I'll make sure the $30 is in there and just ship the other one back when you send the bad one back too. Ship the second one that we sent you, ship that back. We'll need that back. So I'm like, all right. And they finally did get me the $30 in my account. So I ordered a 4K Amazon Fire Stick for my 4K TV downstairs. So at the end of all of this, a lot of people, I've had some people tell me, man, I would have given up. You wasted so much of your time. And I did. It was hours and hours and hours of my time. But here's the thing with me. If I'm paying for something, I better get it. And this is why we have the power of the internet. We have the power to do reviews. We can get information out there. And I thought it was important to put this video out because This isn't the first time I've had to deal with Amazon and had issues. There was a thing where I bought a game last year, and I now have 3 versions of 2 different games because they kept messing up, and I would be double charged, or they would send me the item that was wrong. It was a holy living nightmare, and they never got that fixed in the end. It was crazy. So it was just a nightmare back then. And that one I did let go because at the time I'd only spent, I don't remember, it was like $15 for a game that was supposed to be new, but found out it got shipped from a place that was used. The disc was destroyed. It was listed as brand new on there, but it was definitely not brand new. So this isn't the only issue I've had with them, but I thought it was time to put out an Amazon customer service review. So here's the bottom line. I now do have 2 devices, and luckily the 2 devices I have, the regular Amazon 3rd generation Fire Stick and the 4K Fire Stick downstairs, they work great. Every once in a while, I do need to reboot them. They are like Windows computers for some reason. They might get hung up or something, but they don't get hot, and the menus function the way that they are supposed to. So I will say that it was just unfortunate that with my first device, it was just a bad device. It was a lemon. They should have honored it since I was 1 day out of warranty to begin with. It's no skin off of this billion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar company that they could replace an item that was clearly defective leaving their facilities. They did honor that in the end. But here's where what this boils down to. It's the way you're treated and how the customer service actually ends up in the end. So I will say they did make good on what they should have made good on from the beginning. Customer service-wise, though, I'm giving them a 2 out of 5. I got hung up on too many times. People were getting rude with me on the phone. I'm trying to tell them what's going on. And, I was told by the customer service on their ads, which was still run by Amazon, to reach out and get taken care of several times, and that didn't happen when they told me it would. So, broken promises, and this goes back to what I had to deal with last year as well. Terrible customer service. I give it a 2 out of 5 stars. There's no question about it. They have some work they need to do to gain the respect of customers. And I will tell you that because of what I've experienced, I will never be purchasing another Amazon device ever again. The only reason I got the 4K one for my TV downstairs was because it's free. But I am going straight back to Roku. As soon as they get the HBO Max app back in, I'm going to go with the Roku. And I may end up doing a video where I'll talk about the benefits, the pros, and the cons of both the Roku and the Fire Stick, since I have been using both. That is a video I may do soon. So that's something to look forward to on my channel. So I actually want to hear other people's stories. Please chime in. Do a video. Link, leave a link to it in my description. I would love to hear people's experiences with Amazon customer service and what they've gone through. I think these companies need to be more transparent, and I want to help make that happen. That's one of the reasons why I like doing customer service reviews, and I'll do that anytime I have to deal with customer service on anything. So I've already done it with T-Mobile, and now I've done it with Amazon. And Amazon, like I said, 2 out of 5 stars. They've got a lot of work to do to gain the respect of the people they serve, and they are serving us. And if we're paying for something, we better get what we paid for. So that's the bottom line. I appreciate you watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will be notified when new videos go up.